you feel like the content is good, but the ad's just not performing well for you, check things like, what objective did you choose for the ad? Is that the appropriate objective given the budget that you've given? For certain types of ads, if you choose like a traffic ad and only give it a small amount of budget, sometimes traffic ads are designed to work on larger budgets, so they don't work as well versus like a reach ad if you're on a more limited budget. So you got to look at the objective. You also got to look at the audiences. Maybe your audience is a little too broad, or maybe it's not closely defined. If you're running ads that you think the creative is good, the creative and copy that you generated, but the ad's not performing, start looking into how you created the ad. Is your objective proper? Is your audience proper? Have you given the ad enough time, as I just mentioned, to get through the learning phase to really start performing? Jordan says, I'm targeting reach over impressions and building a lookalike. That's certainly a way to do it, Jordan, especially if you're on a more limited budget. Again, reach ads don't require as much of a daily budget as traffic ads or conversion ads or things like that. So if your budget's a little limited, using reach ads certainly can help. It sounds like you're setting up your audiences right and everything like that, Jordan. I'm not sure, like without looking at an individual ad, why it may or may not be working. You just have to go in. Like I said, there's times that we put together an ad that we really feel is going to be a home run. We feel the creative is great. We feel the copy's great. We feel like we've really identified the audience, and we run it. For whatever reason, it just doesn't resonate and it doesn't do well. There's other times I've went in and I feel okay about the creative, okay about the copy, but I'm not as in love with it as I was the other one that didn't work. And for whatever reason, that one really takes off and works. It could be, the picture that was chosen, whatever the case may be. So it's almost, that's why you really have to be driven by the data. You can't fall in love with, hey, I love this picture and I love the way I explained it here. Why isn't this working? Well, maybe you love it, but maybe the people you're showing it to don't love it. So you have to be willing to look at the data and say, maybe I need to change up the piece of creative, the picture or the video. Maybe I need to change up the copy a little bit. Maybe I need to change up the audience a little bit. Whatever the case may be, anytime you're running digital marketing ads, you need to be driven by the data and let the data tell you what changes need to be made. Because us believing that a piece of content is great and sitting there watching it not work it's meaningless. Like the whole reason you're running ads is to get performance. So it really doesn't matter whether I love it or you love it. It matters if the people we're showing it to love it. And the only way you're going to know that is by looking at the data.